one of the league's stars will miss the rest of the season. A hiatus is in store for a Central Division team. Plus, a new behind-the-scenes feature makes its debut. All this and more right now on ECHL Week.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of ECHL Week. Today's show comes to you from the Intrust Bank Arena in Wichita, Kansas, home of the Wichita Thunder. Some big news going on this week in the ECHL. Let's check out all the details. Jesse Root of the Missouri Mavericks, the third leading scorer in the ECHL, has had surgery and will miss the rest of the season after suffering a serious injury. Root was injured during a recent loss in Allen. Spencer Rosacek of the Americans was suspended for 6 games as a result of this play against Root, which took place in the first period. Root is the Mavericks' leading scorer. At the time of his injury, he was third in the league in goals and tied for first in plus-minus. Missouri is the only team to have already qualified for the Kelly Cup playoffs. And in a game this past week, also in Allen, the Mavericks became the first team to clinch a division title and guarantee themselves one of the top 3 seeds in the first round of the postseason. The transfer of the Evansville Icemen to Owensboro, Kentucky has been approved by the ECHL's Board of Governors. However, because of the extensive work needed to renovate the Owensboro Sports Center, the league also has approved the Icemen's request to sit out next season. The Icemen have agreed to begin renovations of the 66-year-old Sports Center by the end of September. We want the Owensboro Sports Center to be a great place to watch a hockey game with amenities that are attractive to the fans, said Iceman owner Ron Geary. The Icemen are completing their 4th ECHL season and are still in the hunt for their first ever postseason berth. Owensboro is about 30 miles southeast of Evansville. The roundup of monthly award winners starts with Elmira forward Alan McPherson, who is the ECHL Player of the Month for February. He scored 8 goals, added 9 assists, and was a plus 11 in 11 games that month. He leads his team in goals and is second in assists. February's goalie of the month was Andy Isles of Cincinnati. He was 8-3-1 with a 2.12 goals against average and a .927 save percentage in 12 games. Isles, a former Cornell star, who's also seen action with Atlanta and Brampton this season, had a pair of shutouts in February. The plus performer of the month was rookie defenseman Anton Cederholm of Kalamazoo. He led the ECHL with a plus 13 rating in February. He was even or better in 11 of 12 games during that span and is second on the wings in plus-minus this season. Finally, the rookie of the month is forward Brett Cameron of South Carolina. He racked up 8 goals and added 8 assists in February as the Stingrays fashioned a 10-2-1 record. The former University of Alaska Anchorage player is in the top 10 in rookie scoring in the ECHL this season.
Hi, this is Gary Mears of the Fort Wayne Comets, and you're watching ECHL Week.
The new chairman of the Board of Governors of the ECHL is Ray Harris of Cincinnati. We caught up with Ray a little earlier this season and asked him to talk about the future of the league, at least as far as the governors are concerned.
We'd like to get to the 30 teams and finish out. And I don't think there's interest in expanding past that at this point anyway. We've got a limitation that we've passed, I think it was last year, to get us to the 30 max teams in our league. But like I said, hopefully we can finish filling that out. You've always got all of the other. I mean, there's hockey operation sides to on what rules we're going to put in play for the season and what the NHL is doing, what the AHL is doing, and just hockey in general to try to make things more exciting for the fans. So we deal with those types of issues. A lot of marketing and a lot of how we can improve and focus on especially the most recent ones, how we focus on season ticket retention and try to keep the season ticket holders that we have and expand it. Predominantly from a business standpoint, obviously, we're focused on what the best practices are that we can do for the teams to help sell and expand hockey and expand our league and its popularity. We take a gut check on everybody's season at this meeting and see, because we're about halfway through, so you see what was working and what hasn't been working, and hopefully identify some problems and still have time to be able to have an impact on how you finish up the year. always pretty humbling to know that the people had the confidence to put you in the position. Right? So for the most part, all I'm trying to do is be worthy of their trust, I guess, at this point in time.
Our new behind-the-scenes feature and a couple of highlight games are straight ahead on ECHL Week.
If you're the band Europe, you love a final countdown. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
Hi, this is Clark Seymour of the Wheeling Nailers, and you can tweet me at Seabiscuit4.
Now, a new segment on ECHL Week, Living the Hockey Wife Life. Featuring Erin McDonald, wife of Cincinnati Cyclones head coach Matt McDonald, this segment will take a look behind the scenes from the perspective of someone with a rare view of the ECHL. Erin and Matt have been married for almost 5 years and have 2 children. Erin was an all-state softball player in high school and was offered multiple athletic scholarships. She's currently a yoga instructor and does personal training. In future shows, Erin will share insight from her unusual perspective.
The most common question I get as the coach's wife is, do you know what's happening behind the scenes? Who's being traded, who's coming down, who's going up? And I tell them that, yes, I do know. My husband comes home just like everybody else after work and kind of gives me the rundown of his day, who he's talked to, who he had to get rid of, who he may be thinking of getting rid of. And so I do have a little behind the scenes knowledge of that, but I can't disclose that. And I tell them that it's something that is sort of secretive, and people don't really need to know that sort of thing beforehand. And we definitely don't want that getting out to anybody else, because people can use that to their advantage, or there could be talk around town of people upset about one of their favorite players going, or hearing that somebody could be coming down. But I do get to have a little behind the scenes knowledge on who and what happens in their day-to-day life.
Time once again for our look at highlight games of the week.
Up top to the line is Manfredo. Feeds it off far side as Quad City will work the power play. A quick shot on goal from Archambault, and he scores. The net, and Austin Caldwell picks it up for Quad City. Caldwell down the wall for Carey, out to neutral. Look out ahead for Sam Warning, a backhand, and he scores. And Fulmer holds on to it. Fulmer back to Neal near side half wall. He'll cycle it in the slot with a quick shot from Everly, who scores. Check that, Sam Warning scores. As Collins has to be separated here from Mealy. Now Collins and Mealy going at it. Coming from behind is Manfredo to wrap up Collins. Now Mealy throws one right into Manfredo. Mealy is incensed here in the near side corner as he's taking on 2 Quad City Mallard players. Cincinnati down 3-0. Look out down the wing. Here comes Mulvey to Mealy in the slot. He shoots and scores! Tommy Mealy from Colin Mulvey. Is Nick Hurd behind the cage. Hurd near side. Noonan slows it down. Far side, a quick shot on goal, and the Cyclones score! Now out front to Quinville with a shot on goal. Rebound there, Ambrose turned aside by Musico. Side wing over the red line, he gains the blue. Mulvey around a defender, fires a shot. Oh, what a glove save there by Musico.
Stick. First minute killed off by the Nailers. A one-timer coming from Hill, gloved away by Anderson. Rebound popped out, and it's chopped in by Cunningham. Brace continues to possess the puck. Side of the net. Wido drops it off. Army left circle drives and scores! Out of the right corner again. Out to the left point with a pass for Stern. Tees it up. Had it blocked. And it goes to Brace, who scores! Army skates it back in. Left side. Has Wido. Right side tip. Score!
That wraps up another edition of ECHL Week from Wichita, Kansas. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next week. As we leave you today, we'll take a look at dogs on ice for the first time in Reading. The Royals had their initial wiener dog races this season, and the results were pretty entertaining. Enjoy. See you next time.